by the mouth
How
instead
you doing,
of.
Coach?
What's up, brother?
Yes,
That's that killer, that young killer right there. I've been seeing him. That's what's up. Peace and blessings, brothers.
So we're actually we have Mark here breaking down one of the, a thing that you were talking about. Instead of having the hand here, having the hand over your mouth.
Right, right. So hey, Coach Mustafa, can you, man? I'm getting old, man. Sometimes my mind shuts down. Crump gym trainer that passed away. Manuel Stewart. Thank you.
Oh, Manuel Stewart.
So I was it's crazy how you popped in this live. I was just bringing up the fact that you the video showing Emmanuel Stewart talks about keeping the hand in front of the mouth because he asked Lennox Lewis, and I'm sure he asked a lot of his fighters, you can slide your hand up 2 inches if somebody throws the hook, right?
Absolutely.
And he said, yeah, I could do that. But most fighters, where do they keep the hand at? They already keep it to the outside. So what if, how you catching a jab if your hand is already here? You know what I mean? So those type of things is what I try to teach these guys online when they say they have a problem. If they shoot the right hand, why is they still getting hit with the hook? So it's always something, man. And it's to me, it's amazing that they're really willing to pay for this. So I'm like, well, damn, am I doing something wrong? Maybe I need to be out here doing more tutorials than just going to the gym every day teaching fighters, because that's what I love. I love being in the mix, teaching the fighters, but it's a whole world out there of people that really need that knowledge, man. Like, and they willing to pay for it. So I got.
And Mustafa, we were just speaking upon, you know, people in the DMs trying to learn boxing, you know what I'm saying, you know, hey, I want to become a pro boxer. And what are the things that you normally tell them, you know?
From working online?
Yeah, working online, yeah.
I like to, you know, I like shadowboxing anyway, so I sit down and watch them shadowbox. They can learn a lot from social media from, you know what I'm saying? DMing the brother. I don't know your name, brother, my bad. I know you,
This is Jay, you know, Jay King with King James right there. My George, and then that's Mark.
Okay, Mark. Yeah, I know Mark. I'm pretty sure they can hit you and probably get a whole lot of information for knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I like to always, like me and Mark, we probably talk about different things to where you can learn a lot from DMing somebody and getting. Me and Keller, we always talk about different things and some similarities, maybe differences, and they all are right. None of us wrong. It's more or less what makes more sense to you. You know what I'm saying? And I got a girl, Brooke, man. Brooke is from Pennsylvania, and we work online all the time. She come down before nationals, and we always do good. You know what I'm saying? Every day we get on, and I watch the shadow, I watch it in the bag, and she got a thing earbuds in. She can hear me. You know what I'm saying? Talk about, I can watch it. I think it's more sometimes better on the camera, because in person, apparently I might not can't see the feet, I can't see the tendencies, and I can't really see them. They'll do it right in front of me. They'll do it perfect because I'm right in front of them. But when me on the camera, I can see their mistakes. I can see they might look down or
less distractions as well.
Yeah, I can sit there and watch them and say, okay, you do this. You know, this might have you a problem right here, or, you know, try to not do this, not do that. That's a flaw. You know what I'm saying? Try to work on it. You might get away with it, but somebody better might, you know, make you pay for that.
Right.
I love it, man. Honestly, I love it.
I actually got to see, you know, your philosophy of taking away the right hand, you know, one of your latest tutorials of, you know, just basically using your feet, stepping and pushing off from, you know, from the elbow thing. Just real simple stuff that a lot of people don't really double back on, because what's simple is just better at times, you know, especially teaching someone at a green stage, you know.
And then everything can be, okay, imagine Wilder's right hand. One thing ain't gonna work. You have 2 options. Unless you're gonna knock him out first. Well, you might free roll maybe 8 or 9 rounds until one corner. Really kept telling them aim it low. So whatever you're doing, someone can neutralize it. So it's better to have. You know what I'm saying, Tommy Hearns, Ray Leonard used in that fight 3-4 different methods to take away Tommy's right hand. Sugar Ray used different things. So this thing might be phenomenal. It might work. Excellent. Paulie got an got an interview talking about the shoulder roll, Malinaji. He's talking about how the overhand beats the shoulder roll. You see? So bending away, smothering, it's different. It don't mean shoulder roll is phenomenal, it's awesome. But there's ways to beat every single thing. So the more you can ask the brother Mark, ask the brother Jay, he probably got a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying? And so do I, so do you, so do, like, I like how Devin Hayes, the father, doing Bill. He take him around, you know, and get so much, you know, I'm pretty sure that they got a lot in their tool set from just being amongst other people and asking questions, learning, watching them, you know what I'm saying? Watching them do things and pick up on it. I like to always be a student. I would literally watch a little man right there, swear. I would sit there and watch, because I've seen him nice before. I just, you know, let me just watch, because I probably pick up stuff I don't do. But it's probably phenomenal that I could add to what I'm doing. So,
That's right.
like I said, you always can, you know what I'm saying? Someone can game plan for anything that you're doing. They can, so it's better to have, you know, 12-round fight, man. This might work 2 or 3 rounds. But that fight is going to adjust, man. You know what I'm saying? So I need to have another element. Shakur is a thinker. I do not think he ain't going to adjust over a 12-round fight. He must be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Right.
He got elements to his game. He got levels. So the one that can match him, probably the one that we can go mentally up a real chess match.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys think about like fighters like that at that level, like Shakur? Do you believe that they need an actual corner man?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Absolutely. No matter how good Shakur is, I think Shakur is a phenomenal fighter. There's people out there, young, hungry, ambitious, and want his spot.
Yeah.
And they studying him. They think they can beat him. Their coach does. I literally go to bed thinking about, like I had Mac Truck. I used to study Fury thinking one day we going to fight Fury. Fury might think we peons, but you the target for years. So no matter how good Shakur is or how good anyone is, somebody coming. And so don't underestimate him. You better be prepared than be, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I had it happen right at the Silver Gloves the other day. So my guy, he's in a championship fight. Like I said, he fought the kid that he lost to last year in the finals. Right before the fight, I realized I always keep a towel, a white towel in my back. Like I'll just stick it down in my little sweatpants that I got on. So right before the fight, I reached back and realized I didn't have my towel. So I asked this brother who was filming, I said, damn, can you look in my bag and grab my towel real quick? He looked in my bag. My bag wasn't in my towel. I left it in the hotel room. So back, my fighter said, Coach, what you need the towel for? So instead of me really giving the answer, which, well, shit, you might bleed. You might get a nosebleed. Anything can happen. I need the towel. Sweat, excess sweat. I might got to wipe your face. But I'm thinking blood. Like for me, I'm always thinking in case the nose, mouth, something bleed, I got to wipe you down. He said, well, Coach, my nose don't bleed. I don't bleed. I said, all right, well, that's cool. I said, run to the bathroom real quick and grab me some paper towels. You know what happened in that fight? Nose. So reasons like that, like, man, listen, I've been around this game. 15-year-old kid. That's beautiful that you don't get natural nosebleeds or whatever, but just when he said, why are you worrying about a towel right now? And I'm like, bruh, anything can happen in this corner. Anything. And sure enough, that boy touched him up a little bit, and that nose started pouring. And I'm wiping at the end, like, you know what? We be back next year, champ. We be back. And never saying, you see why Coach needed that towel? Never had to say that to him, but I'm wiping the blood from his nose. So that was a lesson in itself. Like, them cornermen got to be there for a reason. We there for a reason. Always.
Even the most precise sniper need a spotter.
Right.
The most precise sniper need a spotter. 100%. So with that said, you know, like I said, for me, sometimes it might come down to inches. The fight might come down to legitimate distance. It might
that you see, he don't see but you.
Yeah.
You know, he's engaged So with that said, 100%, you need a man to build a relationship. It might be 10 times better if you build a relationship with your.
That's awesome. Man.
It's important to trust your corner too.
That's a big. That's a big.
Yeah,
you know,
that's your crutch.
And speaking upon that, because you guys, I like to say you guys are elite coaches in my behalf, and coming off of like your backgrounds, I'm sure that you guys had fighters that were already molded by other trainers, but they specifically recruited you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a firm believer, and when people do that, they have trust in you. But breaking some of these habits that they have must be, it must be an adventure for you guys. How much tolerance do you guys need to have, because Mustafa, I've heard stories, man, with some of these pro fighters that you just, you don't tolerate much, man. I mean, the Michael Harris, Truck, these guys that, worked with you, but you've had to, step in and say
the same
things.
One,
Right.
It's hard, man. It's hard when you trying to get there, and then somebody got so many habits, and they're not. It may not be wrong at all. It's just not what you teach. It was not fitting the program or the style, the system, and they stuck in their ways. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes it so much more harder, because think about something. If you pushing to be the best, look at the little man right there. The little man is up. How old youngster is? Young blood. How old are you?
I didn't hear you.
12. Now,
12.
you see what I'm saying? He gonna be with his pops 20 more years boxing, right? How you going to fight somebody like that? You done had 4 or 5 coaches. You see what I'm saying? You didn't really get time to build a bond, get tight with them. They've been together their whole lives.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta eliminate the you know what I'm saying? Because look who you're going. Now, to be cool, yes, to be cool. But to go up against Jared Anderson, they've been together 10, 15 years probably. Shakur, they've been together. That's his grandfather. They've been together for a long time. They have that already, whether they argue or disagree, or that's life. But they have the connection that this is my go-to.
Mm.
This guy loved me. He got my back. He trying to, you know what I'm saying? He want to see me win. So I can absolutely trust what he's teaching me. That's what he's there for. When it's not that, it makes it just more. It might still be successful, but it just makes it more. You digging a hole more.
Mm-hmm.
He's 12 years old. Come on, man. 12. Man, 32 years old. He already a beast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 20 more years of them getting closer, understanding each other. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? How you going to go at that and expect to win?
Right.
It's very difficult. So
now,
when you get somebody new, it's just hard.
And now getting into the pros at that elite stage, you know what I'm saying?
He's going to really be hitting. He's going to knock you out.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Ain't no points.
Yes. Yes, but what I'm going upon is, at that pro elite status, where we've gotten people that, with the coach and the fighter bond that you can create. I'll give you an example. Teofimo and his dad, he got a lot of grief on the Kambosos fight. When the camera goes on to you into the fight and you get to hear what's going to be said. There was times that the whole world got to hear Teofimo's dad speak upon that fight.
That moment.
What was that?
He's emotional. He in that moment.
Right. And, what do you have to say about people that say, you got to switch trainers when you have this built this bond? Look at that.
That's a delicate situation.
Right.
Everybody talk from the outside. That's his father, man.
But then you mentioned you like what Bill Haney has done.
I do. But he didn't replace Bill.
Correct.
You see?
He let him take the passing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So sometimes that's the best, because me and my pop, that's my father. I know there is no. This man birthed me. You know what I'm saying? He loved me for real. And we got, you remember when Dre fought Kovalev in the corner?
Mm-hmm.
And he was a little rocky? Virgil know the boy. No, he was a man, but he knows, so he knew his energy was off. He saw something because he knows it, and he got him through it because they have that connection. So when they really, really, really get real, I don't care who coach little man right here. His father gonna break something out of him, no other man can.
That's right. Facts.
So it's hard to really just. I know his pop. He should leave his pops. I know Pop was in his moment. He may have erred right there, but I wouldn't automatically say leave him. Maybe add on. Sean Paul's there when he get Barry Hunter to come in sometimes. Barry come and help. Barry comes and help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's real touchy because that's that. A lot of boxing is mental and emotional. It ain't always skills though. It's what can that father bring out of that boy. That's different. And he can bring something out of him that probably nobody else can. So Danny Garcia is Danny Flack. Danny ain't but leave Andrew Garcia. You crazy?
No, he ain't.
You know what I'm saying? If at the most I might add on, but he probably never leave his pops. That's my pops.
Yep.
You know, and if he wrong one time, he been right how many times? I done won nationals. I'm a world champion. I'm a millionaire. I'm gonna leave him because he got mad in the corner and got emotional in one fight? No, hell no. He got one loss. See if I know what we say like leave him. What if his daddy was wrong? I've been wrong in the corner before. I've been wrong, 100% wrong. And I said to my fighter, it's on me. You did phenomenal. They didn't feel like I'm gonna leave my coach. Nah, he's a man too.
But it's a big, it's a big decision on the guy that's driving the car, because if you know that, this guy can be able to make those proper adjustments, faster and that he's been there for you. I mean, you got to make those adjustments to say, hey, I'm going to take that, that passenger seat as well.
That's real. That's